we're going to do? Why don't we do this? Why don't we do the breathing first and the meditation last? Should we do that? And hopefully Jed can sort it out. Okay, so introducing George to everybody. Say hello, George.
Guys, hello. Let me just get this background off so I can actually...
Yeah, I'm not keen on these backgrounds, guys. We've got digital enough. We don't need any more digital. Let me see your untidy rooms.
I've got a very tidy room.
I know. I really, Damien. Oh no, it's one of yours though, isn't it, Damien? Oh, Jed's back. How are you, Jed?
Is that any better?
Let's have a listen. Do us a little chat.
Hello, testing, 1, 2, 3.
No, it's in and out, Jed. What we're going to do, Jed, we're going to start now with our breathing exercise with George, and then do the meditation at the end, if that's all right.
Just to say, if you rather than logging in with computer or phone audio, actually dialing in, so calling the number works. I'll message you privately. That's fine.
Okay, cool.
Carry on.
Okay, right, everybody. We're going to go with George's breathing. So if you just want to introduce what it's about, George, and what the sort of aspects and attributes are, that'd be amazing.
Hi, guys. Thanks for bringing me on here, Chris. So every morning I practice this breath work just before a cold shower, and I would recommend doing the same. The combos that Wim Hof has put together boost your immune system, and he's even had tests done where he gets injected with viruses and like common flu, and he's able to get rid of it within a couple of hours because of the breath work that he does. But the essence of it is oxygenating the blood. It's kind of like a forced hyperventilation. And you'll feel great after. We'll do probably about 5 minutes, which isn't what you should do. Normally you do about half an hour, normally in the morning, the evening, any time of the day. But I'll go through 2 rounds of you so that you guys can kind of implement it into your own practice and take it away with you and see if it helps you in this time where we can really help with boosting our immune system. So if we want to find just a straight spine, you can just so you have a space to breathe. And you can do this in and out your nose, or you can do it in and out your mouth. I prefer to do it in and out my mouth. Just check it. Can everyone hear me okay? Yeah, all good? There's a thumbs up. Brilliant. So we'll do around 30 breaths, and it's a forced inhale, so breathing in as much as you can, and then just a release. So we're not breathing out as much as we can, forcing all the air out. We're just, and then like a sigh, just like a release, like. And we'll do that about 30 times, and then we'll hold on the exhale. So you breathe out as much as you can, and then you hold. And it's an amazing chance to turn inwards and notice the stillness within, and hold it as long as you can. And then we'll release. You breathe in and you hold for around 10 seconds on the inhale. You really squeeze, and then you release. And then we'll begin the second round. One thing I found with these Zooms is it's quite hard to gauge who's doing what at what time. So if you fall behind or you're ahead, just don't worry and just carry on as it goes. I can't hear you breathing, so it's hard to gauge. So finding a straight spine, shoulders back, chin slightly tucked.
Is it okay to do this stood up?
Yeah, you can do it stood up. It's better to do it sitting down, just in case that you, because on the exhales there is a worry of passing out, although I don't want you to pass out. You're perfectly welcome to do it standing up, but I prefer to do it sitting down. If it's possible, I'd recommend it. So straight spine, shoulders back. Take a deep inhale in as much as you can, and then release. Breathing in, release. Breathing in, release. Breathing in, release. Up, down, in, release. Breathing in, release. Breathing in, release. All the way in and down. All the way up and down. And in and out. Breathing in and out. All the way in, release. In, release. In, out. In, out. In, out. 10 more. All the way in, release. All the way in, release. In, release. In, release. 3, release. 2, release. 1, and then all the way out. Exhale as much as you can, all the air out of your lungs, and then hold. Close your eyes, turn your gaze inwards, and just hold as long as you can. Find that stillness within. Just pushing just past the limit of how much you can hold for. And then after that, we hold on the inhale. So see one of you breathing in there. So we hold the inhale, breathing in and hold. You're going to squeeze your whole body tight. Tense all your muscles. Really have a squeeze. 10, 9. All the way. And then after 10 seconds, release. Awesome. And then we're going to begin one more round. So straight into it. We're going to come in and out. In and out. Breathing into the belly and release. In and out. Into the belly. Up to the chest. Release. In, out. In, out. In, out. Release. Out. All the way up. All the way down. In, out. Up, down. In, out. All the way in. Release. All the way in. Release. 10 more. 10. Release. 9. Release. 8. Release. 7. Out. 6. Out. 5. Out. 4. Out. All the way in. All the way up. Out. In. Out. Then last one. Breathing all the way in. And then all the way out. All the air out your lungs. Just push it all out. And hold. Close your eyes. Turn your gaze inwards. And hold for as long as you can. Hold. You'll find you'll be able to hold the breath longer on the second, and when you do this again, you'll be able to hold longer and longer and longer as the more you do this. Just retaining that breath, retaining the exhale. And when you're ready, you can breathe all the way in and hold on the inhale. Squeeze your whole body, squeeze all the muscles for 10 seconds, counting down yourself. And then release when you're ready. And that's the practice. That was 2 rounds. If you do it at home, I recommend doing it for around 20 minutes. I like to do about 6 rounds at home in the morning. I find that's good. And then even better is to jump straight in a cold shower for about 3 minutes after. And I've been practicing this for quite a few years now, and I've been on and off. And when I don't do it, I notice I get ill. And when I do it, I don't really get ill as much, so I can kind of vouch for the immune system boosting effects of this practice. And just breathe. Breathing's good. Enjoy it. Enjoy the fact that we can breathe, especially with all this going on with the lungs and the stuff that's affecting the lungs. Every breath we can just breathe in with gratitude and breathe in with love for and gratitude for the fact that we can. So I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you can use it at home. Thank you guys for doing that with me.
Thank you so much, George. Special. And that's really, this is what we need to do. We've all been doing all sorts of practices for the last few years, as I said. Welcome, Cherub. How are you? Cherub's in the house. Can you hear me, Cherub? Yeah. Welcome, Catherine. And who's that? Is that Claude? Okay. I'm gonna have I have to unmute you. Is everybody ready to meet Cordelia? Hang on, go. Hello.
Here's Cordelia. Hello.
How are you?
Good.
Right, we're going to come to you properly in a minute, but just wanted to welcome you in. You just walked in halfway through George's amazing Wim Hof breathing exercise, which has basically been proven, clinically, biologically, spiritually, to help and assist the immune system, which is basically, it's obviously in the forefront of our mind, whether we're protecting ourselves from dangers, whether we're building, making ourselves strong with exercises like that, or whatever anybody else is working on, or indeed eating the right things, building up our systems and our strength, alkalizing the body, colloidal silver at the standby, turmeric, all of the above. We all know the tricks of the trade, which kind of leads me, we've basically got, about 15 minutes, and 5 minutes we're going to talk about what Jess and I have planned over the next few weeks and however long, well, indefinitely really, because wherever we're going with this, we'll be doing this a lot, and it's basically coming together as tribe, as community, online. We're used to being in the woods and the woodlands, we're used to be in nature. That was kind of our ethos with Wonderment last year. But, we have to adapt, and we have to change, we have to morph, and we have to work with what we're given. But our main aim is to keep the tribe alive, keep the family alive, keep the community alive, keep the human connection alive through whatever anyone's going through. And we're all coming at it from a different angle, but we're all feeling the exact same things. We're feeling the same, whether you're in this Zoom now or in one of the other thousands of Zooms that's going ahead. So what we want to do is to have regular meetings with Wonderment. So on Wednesday nights, a lot of you have either been a teacher or a facilitator at one of our Wonderment Wednesdays at the Arboretum. Every Wednesday, we vow and dedicate to get one of our amazing people we work with, like the amazing Cherub or Tom or Jed or any of the other great people we work with, to hold workshops. And they're going to be a workshop that could be something similar to breath work, like what George has done. It could be a meditative workshop like with Jed. It could be some sound healing with Cherub. It could be meditative with Elizabeth, who is listening in today. And the idea is to all these great people that we've been working with, that we've been basically giving lessons to all of our great followers, or people that are in our tribe and coming to our events. We want to keep it going, and we want to keep it going for you guys and for us and for all of our sanity, for our health, mind, body and soul well-being that needs to continue. We want to approach it like, you've been doing the work in the last few years. Well, let's continue it. Let's continue meeting up. Let's continue learning. Let's continue listening to all of the people who we've been listening to and more. And let's all be a part of this, where we're all watching out for each other. Obviously, the Wonderment brand has always been about still doing the work, but also having fun and still keeping that sense of joy and the sense of brilliance that we've infused in all of our events. So we also want to have in our weekly program, on Mondays, we're going to have like an interactive games night, where one week it'll be bingo, one week it'll be a quiz, another week it'll be open mic, where we can just come on Monday at 7 o'clock and just all meet and have a laugh. And obviously come with your friends, come with your partners, come with, you know, your people who you've got in the house, invite people, you know, along from, you know, from your network. Because as you can see, and we're still navigating our way about how it works. It's a bit weird, everyone unmuted at the moment, but we'll open it up soon. But we'll work it out how it's best to do this new online community. And then every Sunday morning, we'll have Wonderment weekends, which is what we tried to do, what we started to do at Home House. Again, using more physical teachers, like our yoga teachers, like Nina, or like Caleb, or we've got many different people, or even Tom's drumming workshop, which you can explain in a second how that will work out. Everyone get your percussion, and that'd be amazing to see on Zoom. A lot more physical. We'll have Pilates, we'll have even like a Keep Fit. So this will be Sunday morning. And it's just, we're gonna do this program just because we really wanna be there for you all. We wanna serve, we want the community to keep going. And that's practitioners and teachers and people being taught. And we're all teaching each other anyway. So it's all collective and communicative and being passed around. And then on Friday night, I endeavor to start an online Zoom comedy night with actual comedians in their lounge broadcasting their comedy sets. All of these things, you know, we're all part of it. So feedback, chip in, ideas. If you know someone who should be doing it, send them our way. And let's just keep talking about how to do it in the best way. And it'll evolve and it'll morph as it does. But the key reason is to keep our mind, our body, our soul learning, and our soul care, and our mind care, and our body alive. Is to keep it going, not just through this hard time, but to remind all the great work we've done to keep it alive, keep it going, so it can then flourish and ultimately thrive through this period. As I said to people that have just joined, we're going to stay on after 9 o'clock for anyone who wants to have a chat about anything. But this hour's more, we're going to try and keep it, you know, positive, light. We're trying to keep it informative, action orientated, because, you know, we can talk to, we're blue in the face about what's going on. All we're interested in is how to keep each other healed by eating the right things. So we intend to do cookery lessons with amazing, you know, vegan-based, plant-based, nutritious food with Mark. Give us a wave, Mark. And then we'll introduce everyone a little bit more. We intend to do some really like strong stuff with the mind and how to preserve our mind from going down rabbit holes or being over anxious or working too in fight or flight when we need to be grounding. With Helen's going to be doing a lot of that. And obviously George, who's not only is he skilled in his breath work, he's also really good at mantras and singing. And what do you call that amazing instrument that you use, George?
Harmonium.
Harmonium. We'll do harmonium sessions, the open mic. Tom, give us a wave, Tom. Tom will be, of course, leading us through some expression and getting out of ourselves with his amazing percussion. I'd love it. Yeah, Cherub will be doing some sound work. You know, she's the queen, the goddess. And all of these different things will be programmed. We're going to be sending them out. It'll all be on the Facebook and on the Instagram. And as I said, the main thing is to keep us going, you know, and to keep us going. When I say us, I mean, you know, UZ, it's us. I love us, our family, our tribe, and everybody is welcome. And it's ever evolving and ever growing. And, you know, we'll work out how to kind of, you know, reward the people who put effort in, like, for example, the practitioners. One of my main things at the moment, I'm really, really worried about people's income just stopping, and everyone's income's just stopping. And I'm sure we're going to be entering a new time whereby it will be not about money or currency so much as swapping around time. And I know Catherine has got something to say about that. But for now, we can, you know, it can be done like if we're joining in on someone's hour-long workshop it can be a donation basis where we can donate as little or as much as we can or want to. And if we can't, then we can't. I mean, who knows where we're going to be financially? It's not about a financial remuneration. It's about trying to give our practitioners, teachers, and facilitators something for their work that they've worked for 25, 30 years plus, you know, crafting and creating their brilliance in order for us to be able to appreciate it and learn from it and heal from it. There's going to be a lot of times when a lot of us might not feel well as well. I think there's a few of us who aren't feeling well now. I think, and I don't know if anyone, Andrea, you're not still feeling great, are you? Chloe's not great. You know, my housemate wasn't great in London. We're going to be feeling slightly certain times when we might need a healing, and it might be that we come together collectively. It might be that people have one-on-ones with one of the teachers they've met either before in the real, in physical form or on here. So I'm just going to whiz through our teachers that are on here now. So please introduce yourself. Just give you a little reminder of what it is you do, what you might be doing digitally online, and also if anyone wants to contact you directly, they can, and just, you know, have a one-on-one. Everything we've ever done really can be done online, guys. And this is where we've got to step up and adapt and move and change and do the Charles Darwin thing, which I've been corrected. That wasn't even Charles Darwin's quote, which was, it's not the survival of the fittest or the most intelligent. It's those adaptable to change. I thought it was quite good quoting Darwin, but it wasn't him. I don't know who it was. So I'm going to start with Mark and Helen, who's going to just talk through very briefly, because we've got about 20 minutes, 15 minutes. Just give us a heads up of what you'll be doing when people see Helen Parker, for example, what kind of session that will be, group, and how people can get in touch with you one-on-one if they need any extra one-on-one support. Okay.
Hi, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, great. Good evening, everybody. Lovely to see all your gorgeous, smiley, happy faces.
Real wave.
For anybody who's not feeling good at the moment, I hope you feel better soon. Just keep looking after yourself and doing everything you can. As Chris said, I'm a clinical hypnotherapist, psychotherapist. I retrained about 5 or 6 years ago after I had brain surgery, emergency brain surgery, and I had this huge insight into the power of the kind of subconscious mind in my recovery, and it inspired me to help other people kind of use the power of their minds to transform their health, transform their lives in anything they wanted to do. I work really at the moment with people suffering from anxiety-related disorders, anger, depression, OCD, low confidence, but it all sits within the kind of limbic part of the brain, the primitive mind. And when that mind is fueled with anxiety, it triggers this kind of fight, flight, freeze response, and we go into this heightened state of alert. And that is obviously what we're all experiencing now in a collective. So the kind of pandemic of fear is heightened in our brains, in all of our senses. So what I would be my honor to offer this group and this tribe of people some insight into the brain, the neuroscience of the brain, how it works, because that knowledge frees us, because it's not then just me who's trapped in my own mind. Lots of other people are thinking this, are feeling those things, are thinking those thoughts. And then really importantly, what can we do about it? How do we kind of get that intellectual mind back in control? Because that prefrontal cortex of our brain is incredibly powerful. It's positive, it's solution focused, it's an innovation hub, it's creative. So we as a collective need to get that part of our brain, which only human beings in this planet possess. No other species on earth has that part of that brain, and we need to collectively get ourselves into that space, so we're then much more in control, bringing down the anxiety and stepping into a different space, which is positive and forward thinking. So that's what we're doing.
Thank you.
This is Mark.
So this is Mark, who's going to be, I mean, again, Mark does a lot of breath work as well, very similar to George. Maybe, again, do something collaborative or separate, or, you know, we can't really have enough of all this stuff, but also you're going to show us how to cook, aren't you, Mark?
Yeah. I've been,
Emergency lockdown food, vegan food.
yeah, we get a lot of food for the times ahead, and I've been vegan now for over 4 years. So obviously at the start was hard to make a nutrition meal that tastes good, and informing myself and getting a lot of research and really trying a lot of things. I've now developed a lot of different recipes and things that not only taste good, but are full of all the essential amino acids to absorb all the nutrients and full of vitamins, antioxidants, a really healthy food that is easy to make. It doesn't take so much. It's just the process and the proportions to make it right. And I could share with you so you can get inspired and do that, or do your own based on that, like I've done. All like kind of alchemy, your own experiments, and then see what worked for you. But can share all what I've learned in 4 years with all of you, so then you can do what you feel like you want to do.
Amazing. So look out for Mark's sessions there. Mr. Tom Morley, how are you?
I'm very well, thank you.
How are you doing? You look great as ever.
Thanks.
So Tom, how are we going to do this digital online group rhythmic class?
Well, people think of me as drummer, really in connection. Who was the person who spoke last, the woman?
That was Helen.
Helen, talking about that, you know, the monkey mind and the inner critic. That really what I teach, I've realized, is flow, you know, and I've been employed recently by Jamie Wheel to do his flow sessions in America. And I use rhythm to get us into flow. But what it really is transient hypofrontality, which is transient is short time, hypo, not much of it, and frontality is that bit of the front that is out. So I get that bit turned off, either through concentrate. It's almost a distraction playing a rhythm, because you get into a groove. So you're not beating yourself up anymore. You're thinking, hey, I'm really enjoying this groove. So my challenge, and I have to say, you know, all my mates are suddenly building these online courses and doing this and doing that. And you know, they're going crazy, buying new microphones and stuff. I'm kind of sitting with it for a moment, because I've realized that my work, it kind of requires me to be in the room. And so I don't know if I can do anything online, to tell you the truth, because the reason I get jobs is that I get on the phone and people laugh, or I meet them, and it's really how they feel around me. And so I may just have to take a year off. However, can I just do an experiment? There's a call and response song I always use, which is called a layout. Now, if I play it, you'll all be able to hear it, but you won't be able to hear each other. Is that right?
Well, if I unmute, we can give it a go. Unmute.
Well, it's probably better you don't, because we're all going. Well, let's try it. We're all going to be able to sing, but the idea is it doesn't matter, because I recently saw. All right, so if I play, right, will I be center screen here, or am I center screen on yours?
Yeah.
Well, we're fine where we are, darling. To be honest, like.
All right, can you hear that?
Like, there really is no.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to try again. Can you hear that?
Yeah.
So, all right. In that case, this will look weird, because can you just clap like that to the beat? We're all going to be out. All right. So look. So the best thing is if you mute everybody else but me, right? And in your own rooms, especially if you're with other people, you'll just be able to hear me and you without being able to hear everybody else. So that should work. So can we just try that? about this transient hypofrontality. So you've got to get yourself in a group. So you can't stand there like a penguin like this, because this is the challenge of doing it online. It's the commitment. When I'm in the room, I get people to commit, and they commit because of peer pressure, and after a while, they commit because they're having a great time. So we can stand there and go, oh yeah, I'm doing this rhythm exercise, but you're not. So can I ask you?
But Tom, the problem is, because we're all slightly delayed from each other, we're all like kind of tentative. So
yeah,
I think.
All right. So let me speak because I've thought about this.
Okay.
It doesn't matter. The delay does not matter, and I'll tell you why. It's because we're bouncing to our individual satellites, and it's going to come back at different points. So we just have to give up on the idea for now of being in sync, but let's not give up on the commitment or dancing in our own front room. So instead of going, oh yeah, I'm doing the Zoom thing, can I ask you to just kind of go for it, and especially if you're with someone else, give yourselves permission, give each other permission to just go for it and go, do you know what, we're in the vanguard of Zoom, whatever it is, that we don't even know what it is. One of my favorite lines from that Facebook movie, when they were saying, oh, we should monetize this. And they said, but we don't even know what it is yet. We don't even know what we're doing yet. So I'm just going to play, and let's enjoy not knowing what we're doing, but doing it 100%. As you look at those little pictures at the top, we're giving each other permission. Chris is giving us a lot of permission here because he is really going for it.
Baby, you get off your ass.
Now, I'm going to sing for myself, but you can join in the response. It's a Leo. Song, just 30 seconds. And this means we're here because of goodwill, we're here because of grace. So just think about that, and think about how you would move. Or, yeah, we're here because of grace. Sing, Jen, 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 give me tandazo. Sing, Jen, 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 give me tandazo. Give me tandazo, give me tandazo. And if you have a water bottle,
amazing. Oh,
household.
Right, we must. That was so good. Can everyone just give him a round of applause like this? Thank you so much, Tom. But yeah, I think we just, like you say, we say we're going to have like percussion morning, we're going to have rhythm morning, we're going to have movement morning, whether it's mixed in with someone who does a bit of movement medicine or ecstatic dance, and we just get to it one Sunday morning.
This person up here in the red, she was really going for it.
Who was her?
Yeah, she was. Yeah.
Well, that's Bex. Give Bex a round of applause, everyone. Okay, amazing.
I couldn't see everybody else because you can only get 5 people on my screen. Is that the same for everybody?
Yeah, no, you can change your speaker view at the top right-hand corner.
Because I bet, I know Catherine, I'm sorry I didn't mention you, Catherine, but I bet you two were going for it.
Yeah, they were going wild.
I couldn't see you.
Right, listen, we're just going to move on through everyone else. That was so good though, Tom. Very impromptu little drumming sesh.
Yeah, you're welcome.
You plug in when we come to Tom's session. Damien, do you want to just say hello? A lot of people remember Damien from the woods, but Damien does great one-on-one work, really deep healing. I couldn't recommend him enough for one-on-one. And we could also do a soundscaping group session, can't we, in the future, Dame?
Yeah, absolutely. A brief introduction to myself. My background is Tibetan medicine, which is very similar to Chinese medicine, but much more rooted in the esoteric. Similar also to what Helen was speaking about in terms of really that focus upon mindfulness, deepening us in reality, bringing us out of the mental mind spin and our conditioning, all of that type of stuff. So that's one branch of it. The other branch of it is really focused on what I would term healing. That whole focus of working with the subtle energetic system and developing that, and how that relates to strengthening the physical system, how that relates to the resolution of emotional issues, psychological issues, that side of things. I also have a background in shamanic practice as well, which roots into that, and many various different branches. But I would say really at the core of my work is really that focus of, shall we say, in a nutshell, really mindfulness. So really, how do we come back to reality? How do we come back to the present moment? How do we really show up authentically rather than from our conditioning, our mask, which is really what is asked of us at this time. How can we really remain present with ourselves, show up in the manner that is, in accordance with right action, rather than coming from, the reptilian brain, our survival stuff. That's it in a nutshell.
Thank you. Cool. And then, hello, should we say hello to our cherub? How are you, Chaz? Going on.
Hi, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Everyone give
Hi,
wave
everyone.
cherub.
Wonderment crew.
How
Wow,
are you?
the plumbing and the breathwork, love that. I'm a sound artist, and what I do is help people understand the importance of raising their own internal frequency through self-generated sound, singing, drumming. Tom, you'd like it? We should do something together. Gonging, crystal bowls, all manner of lovely sonic tonic equipment. As you can see here, I've got my
Wow, I love your little array. What's that flashing light on it?
Oh, it's just lights that I put on. Is it flashing?
Well, it's just, yeah, it's flashing.
Oh, so I've got my crystal bowls here. I've got give you a little tour of the room. Got the gongs here.
Wow.
Gongs, drums. Do you like my drums, Tom?
Yeah, I love them.
Yeah.
So, yeah, sorry.
So I'm in, what do you say, where am I? I'm in Little Venice in London.
Oh, right.
So how I'll contribute to Wonderment, I haven't really worked it out yet, but I guess we're
all working it out. So.
Yeah, we'll offer some kind of online workshop where we can help people singing, toning, and then we'll see about doing online gongs and bowls. I'm not sure how it will translate with the recording, but we'll give it a go and see what works.
Great. Yeah, because I mean, ultimately, and this is it with everybody, even people, to get your head around, more energy healing, like what Damien was talking about or what Jed offers, things work in the ether with intention, with, connecting via source, through source, with universal energy. And just, we're all finding out for it. I've just seen that Anita's just come on. Hello, Anita. Everyone wave to Anita. We'll come to you guys. So I want you to speak at the end. But before we do, Nina, have you sorted out your sound? Yay!
Is it working?
Yeah, we can hear you. Give us a wave. Give her a wave, everyone. So Nina, a lot of people remember from Wonderment, she's our yoga extraordinaire. Do you want to just quickly rattle through? We're going to do a lovely prayer with you at the end, but would you mind just saying when Nina's yoga pops up, what we're going to do is place you in studio with the screen on her, and you can literally do your yoga from your homes. I mean, it's literally, it's the same as being in the studio, guys. So do you want to explain about your work, Nines?
Absolutely. Hi, everybody. Mwah. Gorgeous to see you. I teach yoga, and my yoga is very nurturing, very nourishing, all about the breath, all about coming into the heart space and really coming out of the mind. So very gentle, really soft, receptive, and contemplative. Poetry, prose, a little bit of sound healing, and just leaving you feeling that with that kind of peace in your heart. So we're really in our minds at the moment. We're really kind of in our fight and flight. So just calming that central nervous system down through the breath and enjoying our bodies and just feeling really, really connected to the precious breath. So, and the preciousness of life. So just being together, breathing together, moving together, and just, yeah, feeling moved by movement is what I'm about. So big love. I'm going to set up a studio on Monday, and I'm going to set some classes up, and I'd love you to come along and whenever you feel, and just, yeah, holding you all in my heart. So go well, everybody. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Thanks, Chris.
Thank you so much. Yeah, so Jed, how is your sound, my darling?
Well, I've moved to the phone, so is that any better?
Oh, it's much better, much
Oh,
better.
good.
Yeah, so Jed, we'll do a group session with you with your amazing meditation work, which we will finish on today. We'll do a little mini version, a little, a small little final meditation version of what you'll do. But also, can you tell us about like the one-on-one stuff you do and what you might be thinking of doing for a group Zoom?
Yeah, so in my daily practice, physical daily practice, I'm a 5-element acupuncturist and cranial sacral therapist. And obviously, the latest challenges of, needs to adapt. I've been doing stuff online. So like Chris said earlier, healing energetically, through the chakra system and remote healing. In terms of offering for the workshop, I was thinking, because I educate through the lenses of the 5-element perspective and also the chakra system. So I can do little workshops on that with meditations to sort of ground that in, to make, to ground that into the body so that you understand it clearly. So yeah, I'm happy to offer those when there's a space opens up for me.
Amazing, thank you. Also, Elizabeth, can you still hear us? Hang on.
Yes, I can.
Oh, hi, Elizabeth. Everybody's now waving at you, Elizabeth.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, Elizabeth is a dear friend of mine who met a few years ago, who I've had the joyous pleasure of going to Glastonbury town and Avebury for the equinox and solstices. She does really fantastic work, and she'll be doing some amazing meditations using her amazing voice, as you're about to hear, and also a lot of great work with her crystal bowls. Do you want to introduce a bit what you do, Liz?
I will. Hello. Really pleased to meet you all. I don't have my camera on because I've been working all day, giving out my energy, and I need to receive, so I'm here to listen. So thank you, Chris. Thank you for inviting us and bringing us together. And happy spring equinox. I was actually meant to be in Glastonbury this weekend, running a retreat with Nina, who's on here. And yeah, we're doing it, some of it virtually, but it's different times. It's auspicious times, and I think it's about being really gentle, not rushing into anything, and just feeling our way. So these forums are amazing. Thank you for holding us in this, Chris. It's beautiful.
Thank you, Elizabeth. Yeah, so she'll be popping up as well. And again, the key for this is any guests or even other practitioners. It's about everyone resonates with each other differently at different times. So, some people might be like, oh my God, I really resonate with Jed, or some people might be like, I really want to do something with Damien. That's okay. That's what it's all about. That's what we've been doing for the last few years and beyond anyway. And that's what we'll be going on to do. And also different people suit you at different times. Like I did a lot of work with Damien years ago, but I haven't for a while, but I feel like I need to do some. Jed and I, we're sort of in and out, and that's okay. do as much as you need to do, when you need to do it. There's no right or wrong. It's your, I don't really like using the word journey. It's your process. And it will change as we navigate our way through these coming waters. Anyway, so I think that is there anyone else who would like to speak right now? Actually, I'm going to put Catherine on, because actually that what I've just said ties in with, and also I know it's now 9 o'clock. We started a bit late. If anyone does need to drop off, we won't be offended. But if you're enjoying yourself and you want to hear Jed's, are you going, George? Yeah? Okay, bye. Everyone wave goodbye to George. What we'll do is we will do Jed's final meditation, just to ground us before bed. But before we do, I'd love to, say hello to Catherine and Anita and Cordelia. Hello, how are you?
Yes, hello. It's a Sussex posse here.
Aww.
Yeah, no, so thank you so much for organising this, Chris. This is really lovely. This is exactly what we need to be doing right now. So I've had a really strong feeling this weekend that now is the time. We are being given a gift with this. I know it doesn't feel like it, but it is actually a gift. We've been given a gift of time and headspace. And the other thing is that money is going to mean less to us because we're not going to have any. And actually the whole idea with the sharing the time bank is exactly what I'm on the cusp of an idea here, and your experience, everyone here, would be really, really great. So what would be really good is, so everyone realizes that, when did money become the end goal with everyone's lives? When did humanity stop being the thing that we all sought from our experience in life? And bringing that back to people now, I think personally that the next 10 years are going to be game changers. I think we're going to have way more of this shit going on, and building up resilience with each other and looking for finding the beauty in life again is what we need to do. But the idea is with a time bank. So you like your idea is, so people give their time, they give their skills, they share, and having that as being a currency rather than money. So we just need to work out how to mechanize that.
And I think all of these things are coming into people's minds, and it's like the Burning Man mentality, where it's everything's gifted. And the main root of it all is that it's a time for being there for others. It's a time for giving. It's time for comforting and offering and serving. And then if we can serve each other before ourselves, we'll navigate our way through this whole experience in much better light, a much better, more easy and navigable situation. So thank you for that. I think it's
just one more thing as well. The other thing I think is really important right now is to do things that are different. So show everyone that we don't have to do things in the same old boring way that we've been doing them. And if we can find a way to create art, for example, just put it out for people to see in the street, or just do things differently and show everyone that life can be magical and beautiful and inspiring. That's the other thing. I think we should all do things differently right now.
Thank you so much, Catherine. I agree. It's like taking everything that we've done and learned and evolved and developed, and thinking of new ways to utilize these skills, put it out there and share it. And that's what we want to do over the next coming weeks, months, however long it takes, to build this community as we've been, working so hard on before with Jess and I. Jess, do you want to say a few words before we go into Jed's meditation? Everyone wave to Jess. Hang on. Oh, she's unmutable. Okay.
I unmuted myself.
All right.
Sorry, I've just been staying quiet in the background just to see how it all goes.
So if you don't know, Jess is my adorable, very, very amazing friend, but she's my sort of co-pilot and with the Wonderment story. So Jess and I have been working hard on all the retreats that we did last year and this year, which we don't know what we're going to do with them. We're not going to worry about that because there's bigger fish to fry right now. Yeah, Jess, did you want to say anything?
Yeah, no, only I think Chris has sort of covered everything that needs to be said. But as he mentioned, you know, we're rolling out these Wonderment sessions, and we're looking at doing 4 a week. And I just mentioned in the group chat, because there were a couple of things in there, but essentially, if anyone's got any suggestions or feedback or things they'd like to see more of, or ways that you'd like, you know, if you know other people that might want to be involved or that you think might be great, then absolutely introduce them to us. This is, you know, we're sort of seeing how this goes as much as I think everyone else. So any suggestions or feedback or anything is absolutely welcome. And other than that, just I hope everyone's safe, healthy and calm.
Thank you, Jess. And that's a good point, actually. You know, as we introduce all of the events we do, although we're kind of, I don't know, kind of putting it together and curating it and getting people together, we really do want it to have more of a collective and community and tribe feel, you know. So anything that you want to say or do, or if something's not working, or if you need something more, just chip in. And I think Facebook group, the Wonderment Facebook group, will be that portal. So anyone who's not a member of there, just add on there, keep chatting on there. I'm not going to start another WhatsApp group. Oh God. So just, you know, communicate with us on the Facebook or the Instagram. But yeah, before I pass you over to...
Can I say something?
Oh, who's that? Sorry. Yes, Tom.
I just want to say something very quickly, based on what Catherine said. She said, let's do things differently in this time. And I keep hearing on the news, I'm afraid I watch Newsnight and stuff, they say, when things go back to normal. Now, at the moment, we have dolphins swimming in Venice. When things go back to normal, they will leave. If we behave differently, they will stay. So I think that's a really good metaphor for us, because what I would like for this is if people say, oh, when did we change? Oh, it was when Wonderment did all those things. And you know what? The dolphins stayed. You know, that is what... So rather than let's entertain ourselves while we can't go out, let's transform the world while we can't go out.
I mean, and thank you, Tom. That's exactly it. It's about thriving. When I say thriving, I mean using this time to thrive, bounce ideas, egg each other on, see each other soar, help each other if we're down, help each other if we need something, help each other if we think that we can, you know, give an extra $5 this week because we've actually got it in our reservoir and we think actually that was a great session. Or if I can, you know, just be there for someone for half an hour while they talk to me, or if I can give some virtual Reiki, or, you know, just to keep us going, keep us egged on, keep us, you know, shining and thriving. And anyone else want to chip in before we go to Jed?
I'll introduce myself briefly. That's all right.
Yeah, where are you? Oh, there, Ian. Everyone wave to Ian.
Okay. Yeah, so I do Japanese medicine, and I also teach nutrition, elemental nutrition, and nutritional balancing science. Yeah, it was basically the direct answer I got when I asked the universe for the ultimate diet and healing program 7 years ago, and that was what I received. So yeah, it's amazing. It's amazing holistic thing. And I also just help people to not get lost in misinformation and various agendas around perhaps health and nutrition, perhaps even things like veganism. So that's me. That's what I do.
Thank you so much, Ian. And again, everyone can find each other on the Facebook if you need to speak to each other privately or hatch an amazing plan. I'm now going to finish with Jed. I'm going to unmute Jed, who's I'm going to do us a really lovely finishing grounding meditation, so we can all have a beautiful night's sleep. And I recommend something, and of course it's up to you. After this meditation, just let's see if we can all like not turn on our phone, look at Twitter, look at the news, let's just see if we can get to bed from this 9:30 till bed, if we can do it without looking at anything. Because it'll do us good to have a pause, a switch off of what we know, what we can find out and see on the Twitter. So that's your challenge. I challenge you. Over to you, Jed. Thank you.
Thank you, guys. Sorry about earlier, the technical blip. But, yeah, so I thought it would be a good idea to do a heart coherence meditation. Seeing as we're a group coming together, the one thing that connects us all through unity is the heart coherence, the heart energy. And we can do this at any time. So the best way is to go inside your mind, into the deeper aspects of your body. Close your eyes and just bring awareness to your natural state. Maybe notice some excitement about the group coming together, how your body's feeling in response to that, in response to outside events. And just slow that down and come inside, go very yin. And just notice your breath. Notice where your breath is reaching in your body. The life force. And when you're ready, just start to lengthen the breath. You're focusing on the breath now. 4 seconds in through your nose. And 6 seconds out through your mouth. And just repeat that 3 times. And now relax your breath and just notice how you feel. And now repeat the same breathing exercise, but this time as you're breathing, I want you to think about your heart energy. Take your awareness, your consciousness to your heart space, to your heart. And repeat the breathing exercise, 4 seconds in through your nose. And 6 seconds out through your mouth. And notice any change in your body, any relaxation, any settling of the mind. And now I want you to repeat it again, the same breathing exercise, but this time I want you to imagine that you are breathing in through the back of your heart. So the life force, the breath is coming through the back of the heart, into the heart chakra, and out through the front. Stretch your imagination with this, so 4 seconds in through the back of the heart. And 6 seconds giving that energy out through the front, sharing it with the world. Breathing in life force through the back. Sharing through the front. And just repeat that another 2 times. And now with your imagination or your thoughts, just raise the frequency and vibration by just bringing awareness to what Chris and Jess have pulled together today. the amazing people that we've met, and for the first time, some of us, the amazing offerings that we're going to look forward to, and bring that joy into your mind. Feel the emotion of it. Really connecting with that joy, that connection, unity consciousness, coming together in human form. And when you're ready, bring that energy down into the heart space and feel it. And when you connect with it in the heart, repeat that last exercise where you're breathing in life force into the back of your heart, igniting it with light and giving it back to the world, to the front of your heart. And repeat that another 2 or 3 times. In through the back, connecting with that joy. Out through the front. Now take that frequency, that joy, send it out through the base of your spine into the earth, through the rocks and minerals, through all the layers of fluids, magma, until you reach the crystalline core of the earth, the aliveness of our mother, our planetary mother. And share that joy and love with her, and wait for her response. Always gifting us nourishment, protection, home, life. And receive that into your body with immense gratitude. And when you're ready, bring awareness back into the space that you're in your body, and get ready for bed.
Thank you. Thank you so much. So yeah, we're going to take that lovely energy, and thank you so much, Jay. That was marvelous as ever. I just want us to keep our eyes closed. Imagine if you are with people, join their hand, and if there's an empty hand, join it, and imagine that you're holding hands with all of us together, and everyone put their hands to the left and right, hold hands with each other. And all I'd like us to do now is just say a little prayer for all the people who are suffering right now, and take all this magical energy of everything that we've been pulling together today, listening to all these great, amazing people. Thank you all for coming here today. Take that power and that love and that energy and send that healing power to each and every one of the people that are suffering, whether it's through the affliction of the virus or the surrounding drama that it takes and gives, the heartache. Send people the love and healing, and may that they be okay. And now take this energy that we've all received and put it into our own heart, and let us be protected and healed and safe and sound and secure and grounded and strong, so that we can then take that out like a ripple effect to all the people that are nearest and dearest around us and beyond. Thank you so much, everyone. Please try and do the no looking at phone till the tomorrow morning. It will do the world of good. I'm telling myself. I'll stay on if anyone really needs to chat, but I think it's a really good one to end. So keep an eye out, everybody. Keep looking out for yourselves. I love you loads. I'm going to put you all on unmute just so you can all say
Bye. Thank you.
Thank you so
bye.
much.
Goodbye, everybody.
Bye.
Thank you.
Bye.
Sleep
It was
well.
really good. Thank you.
So much.
You.
Everyone's staying on.
Yeah.
It's like EastEnders, isn't it, Jennifer? Like Corrie.
Come on, Doster. Bedtime.
Yeah, bedtime. Cordelia. Cordelia, let's do some TikToks tomorrow.
Yeah, let's do some TikTok.
Love you.
Love you.
Yeah.
Mwah.
1,000 likes now.
Oh, catch up.
That was amazing, Chris. Thank you. So powerful.
Thank you, Jackie. You all right? You down in Brighton?
Yeah.
You all right?
Yeah, I am now.
God, it's not even worth thinking about. Is it? I love your hair.
So much.
Yeah, lockdown locks.
That meditation in my head kept falling forward all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah, amazing. Well done.
Yeah, cool. We'll keep tuning in. We'll keep it going. We'll keep doing it, and you know, it'll be what it'll be. We don't need to force it or worry about it. It'll be what it'll be.
It makes such a difference just being able to like raise your vibration and stay above it all, doesn't it?
I know, and you know, let's do it. Let's keep doing it. You know, I mean, it's obviously nice to meet up and all have a gossip about it. But we can't change it. We can do this sort of stuff.
Yeah. Makes
Yeah. Cool. Are you all right, Jess?
Yeah, I'm all right. My headache's gone.
Oh, God. So it was a hangover and not corona.
Drinking.
How long have you been with your fella, Jax?
What? Say again?
How long have you been with your fella?
Oh, it's sort of like 11 days now.
Oh God. That's the thing, isn't it? When you have these lockdowns, you have to make sure you're like.
Can you just shut up, Chris? Can you shut up?
Or am I disclosing your plan? I might go then. All right. Are you all right, Ian?
Yeah.
Oh, bless you. Yeah, I'm going to go actually because my mum needs to speak to me. So I will love you and leave you all unless you need to say anything else, anyone.
No.
Keep posted and we'll do more of this. It'll be fun.
Yeah.
Be well, everyone. Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.